Y'all know the vibes, it's Big Vibes, your boy Black Finesse, we in the building here. We here for another video. This called Crazy French Tank Size Comparisons 3D. Came out about five days ago. My boy, I didn't forget about you on the requested video of the AA-20, the worst train ever built. I didn't forget about you, okay? I don't have much time because your boy's birthday was yesterday, so my week is fairly busy. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to me, big dog, we here. Push a 30. I'm playing. All right. Crazy French Tanks Size Comparison 3D. Let's get into it. You know, I gotta mute the music for copyright purposes. Let's get right into it. So, what is this? 1940. Gotta fix the green screen. My fault. You hear that lighting? God, John, crazy. That's going right at my face. Colombt, the 2-man tank, light tank, 1949 was built. French prototype design from 1940 for a small electrically powered vehicle intended for recon, mine clearance, and infantry support. Okay, 3.2 tons. It was never built though. I don't really understand why it was built. Why it's okay. Proposal. All right. AEM 1-man light tank, 1930. 6 ton. The design never left the drawing board, likely because the concept of a single crew member operating a tank was not considered viable. A single crew member. Yeah, I wouldn't want to ride by myself. Like, it's too much work. All right, I keep seeing this one with Bart Simpson in the back. It's called the Renault Charged Assault. 18 horsepower, I think is what it is. 18 HP, 6.5 ton. One prototype, 1917. The Renault Charged Assault, 18 HP. Hey, read, man. Fuck. Later known as the Renault FT, was a revolutionary French tank developed during World War I. So it's only been a prototype. Is it playing? Oh, my fault. Okay, the Renault FT AC. Tank destroyed, one prototype, 1939. Designed in December 1939, the plan was an attempt to repurpose France's large stock of obsolete FT tanks as tank destroyers in anticipation of World War II. Homer Simpson. Okay. All right, got an APX 6 tonners light tank. Light infantry tank, 1934. I'm seeing a bunch of prototypes. So were they ever built? That's a question. Although the tank itself was a failure, its influence lived on through its APX-R turret, which was adopted in 1935 for the Renault R35 and H35 light tanks. Okay, it's 6.8 ton. All right. That tank is very familiar. Renault FT. 1917 to 1919, so this is a World War I tank, considered by historians to be the world's first truly modern tank. It looks fast. The separation of the crew and engine compartments and a fully rotating turret. I think I've seen that tank back in Battlefield 1, when World War I was like the heavy storyline of it. I'm about to say, this don't even look real. Renault FT 1775ES, self-propelled gun. One prototype, fitted with a larger 75mm blockhouse Snyder howitzer and an armored superstructure, increased weight from about 6.5 tons to 7.3 tons. The armored superstructure. Okay, that's the metal. Kakashi Sensei. Well, okay, why? What's the theme behind this? The Char Pegged light tank prototype, 1918. The Char Pegged 1918 was a prototype tank from the latter stages of World War I. Ultimately canceled, probably because of the success of the Renault FT-17. Why is Kakashi Sensei there? It's my boy though. It's an 8-ton tank. Okay. The Renault R35. Okay, there we go. 1685 were built from 36 to 40. A major flaw was the APX cast turret, which could only hold one crewman. Tank commander had to direct the driver, spot targets, load gun, and fire. Damn. Oof. And 1685 were built? Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't last on World War II. Okay, the Cures, Ariat Gabbard. That don't look old as shit. Like, it's just a big cylinder, like a big container with wheels on it. 1915. The Carrez Abria Gabbard was electrically powered. The power was supplied via a long cable that trailed behind it, connecting it to an external power source. I didn't know tanks can be electrically powered back then, or could. The Fraught Laffy. What the fuck is this? It's an experiment tank. Okay, 1915. The Fraught Laffy used a commercial road roller chassis. It was then encased in armor, transforming the slow-moving vehicle into an armored roller. Heard. It's a 10-ton tank. Alright, you got the Batignolis Chatelain. Fuck it. I can't speak. One prototype, 1934. The Batignolis Chatelain light tank is quite notable in that it was one of the contenders for the replacement of the Renault FT, lost to R35, H35, and FCM. It looked like a nice tank. Why is it just a prototype? Got a little barrel though. A lot of these tanks look nice. Why are they just prototypes? Batignolis Chatelain DP2, one prototype, 1935. DP2 was developed as an amphibious tracked vehicle for reconnaissance and light cavalry duties, featuring large side pontoons to provide flotation. It does look like an amphibious tank where it can go through water, especially in high mud, right? The FCM, I've seen this tank. Light infantry, only 100 were built, 1933. FCM 36 was the first French tank to enter production with welded sloped armor, offering better protection than the riveted or bolted armor tank. It looked like it never made it to World War II though. Unless they were just built in 1933, but they were used in the war. The Schneider CA1, it's in 1918. I do remember seeing this. It's only 400 were built. Okay. Schneider CA1 was the first French tank in World War I to help break the stalemate of trench warfare. Spain bought 6 times the CA1 to use at the 1922 Morocco War. Morocco. Gotcha. The Renault Char D1, light tank, 160, 1932. 43 times Char D1, I guess, I don't know what that means. Formed the 67th Tank Battalion, which briefly fought against German forces in June 1940, before being almost entirely destroyed. Wow. Cruiser MK2, 175 were built, 1938. In Greece, 1941, 60 times Cruiser MK2. What does that mean? Were deployed, but over 90% were lost to mechanical failures, particularly track problems, rather than enemy action. What is 60? What does that mean? 60x. I don't know what that means. That's not real. It's a blueprint. It's a damn cigarette in its mouth. I seen that, I think, one of the last videos. AMX 40 Duck. It's a blueprint, 1938. I'd be very surprised if this was actually supposed to be a thing. AMX 40 Duck refers to a French tank designed from World War II. Really? Which players of the video game World of Tanks nicknamed the Duck. Okay, so it's supposed to be featured off a game. Interesting. Alright, the Char de Bataille, FAMH. It's a prototype, 1921. Though its design never entered mass production, elements of the FAMH prototype were later integrated into more successful Char B1. And I see a South Park character up there. I see 2 turrets at the top with a machine gun with a barrel at the bottom. All right, I'm surprised they never used this tank. Char de Bataille SRA, SRA, 1921. Developed as part of the Char de Bataille program, which aimed to create medium weight tank that was more practical than the massive FCM2C type. I've seen this tank, but it's okay. Samoa SAU 40. It's one prototype. What's a bunch of these prototypes? What's the title of this joint? Crazy French tanks, but they were never used. Okay, one prototype, 1935. SAU 40 was developed from 1935 to 37 by Samoa, intended to provide support for French mechanized units. Only a single prototype was completed. Someone explain to me why a lot of these are prototypes, like they never made it that far. Did they not have any resources? These are French tanks. Okay, they were, I do remember, ooh, do I remember seeing something like that? That's a long barrel. Okay. Saint Chamond heavy tank 400 were built from 17 to 18. Okay, World War I. Saint Chamond's oversized hull and short tracks resulted in disastrous cross-country and trench crossing ability. Yeah, they got pretty short tracks. I don't know why it's built like that. Bad design. You got the ARL V39. Two prototypes were built in 1939. Unlike later casemate designs like German Stug 3, and the ARL V39 was intended as as an advanced assault gun rather than a cheap tank destroyer. Huh. What the fuck is this? Oh, Barrelt machine. It's experimental land ship. So it's, oh, does it move? It looked like it moves and it just flips over. Only one was built in 1915 because it looks like a game. Okay, an early French experimental land ship designed in 1914 and built in early 1915. It has been considered as another interesting ancestor of the tank. That's actually a tank. Oh wait, one was actually built. I'm dumb. Wait, what? They built something like that? Where's the gun? Okay, the Char B1 Biz. Breakthrough tank, 21 and 34. This is before World War II. In the Girls Unpanzer anime and manga series, Char B1 Biz is operated by the Millard team, which consists members of Ori Girls High School. Okay, so it's from a video game. It's not really a tank. This shit look tough. Okay, it's a newer tank. Okay, AMX 30 main battle tank. 3571 were built from 66 to the present. Okay, I'm about to say it's a newer tank. AMX 30 is a French main battle tank introduced in the mid 1960s, designed for high speed and mobility over heavy armor. Saw combat in the 1991 Gulf War. That don't look like it's hell to go against. Look at that long barrel. I feel like we've seen this one in the anime girl train. Char B1 Tur, heavy infantry tank, only one prototype. I'm assuming this means 1923 or 1935, whichever one. Char B1 Tur was an experimental French heavy tank, a final, more heavily armored variant of the Char B1 designed just before the outbreak of World War II, which means it's 1935. Got it. Here we go. I remember seeing this one. Okay, Delahaye land ship, 1918. It's a prototype. Delahaye 1918 patent tank using the patented triangular caterpillar wheels, making it suitable for movement over very rough terrain. But it was a prototype. It's never used. Someone please explain to me why they were never used. Jeez, all these prototypes. Look, these are nice looking. Some of them are nice looking tanks. Like, I just never understood why they didn't use them. FCM 1A, one prototype, 1916. A single FCM A1 prototype survived the war and was displayed at the Versailles Tank School for decades, sometimes comically described as a flower pot. It does give a flower pot. Okay, nice to know. The Char B40. Char B40 heavy tank. This is just a concept. 1939. It's a high ass whatever that is. You call that shit. Cockpit. You would call that a cockpit. Char B40 was a French prototype heavy tank as the final evolution of the Char D battle tank series, intended to replace the Char B1 tanks. I can't read today. What the fuck is going on? I can't seem to read today. It's just one of them days, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. AMX Tractor B heavy tank, just a blueprint from 1939. Some of these tanks look nice. I just don't understand why they're not using them. AMX Tractor B was a proposed upgrade to the existing Char B1 tank, intended to combat Germany's siege fried line. Just blueprints is never used. Like, I mean, I get it, you know, resources. That's mock-up look like ass for 1932. Yeah, that's crazy. The Char BB secret battle tank. In 1930, a secret committee formed for secret project. The FCM company completed the mock-up, which is currently at their facilities at Lausanne-sur-Mer, which means what? Is it still a thing? Interesting. That sun is going crazy right now. The ARL-44 60 were built. Okay, this is a French tank. Never seen it. During World War II. Well, it's after World War II. Ah, okay. 60 were built in 1949. ARL-44 was a French heavy tank, later reclassified as a tank destroyer. That was developed just after World War II. Why are we still building tanks after the war? But then again, I forgot. During those times were like anywhere between like the 1900s all the way to like the 1990s. It's just all war. The Leclerc, the main battle tank, 1992 to present. Okay, I didn't know that was still a thing. Oh, it does look like it's still a thing. Okay. Leclerc is a third generation French main battle tank. NBT, designed to replace the aging AMX-30, emphasizes cutting edge tech, speed, and firepower. Tough. 862 were built. Tractor FCM F4 concept, 1937. FCM F4 was a design concept that did not progress beyond the design phase. The program became a stepping stone forwards the FCM1. Okay. I guess we're on the last row. The Char 2C super heavy land ship. Okay, it's 10 were built. I do remember this tank, 1921 to 40. The largest operational tank ever built throughout the 1920s and 1930s. The tanks served primarily as a propaganda tools to boost French morale. Primarily served as a propaganda tool. That's crazy. Oh, that would have been so dope if it was actually built. You know, man, they had that in Battlefield. Alright, it's called the Perenel Dumay amphibious heavy tank, which means it's probably can go in water. None in 1918. So why is this even shown? If was it just a prototype or design? Perenel Dumay amphibious heavy tank was envisioned as an enormously long vehicle, nearly 20 meters, to cross wide trenches and other obstacles. That joint would have went crazy. You know how hard it would have been to destroy something like that? I'd have been cooked. Char D Fortress ARL heavy tank, none in 1939. Char D for ARL was a super heavy tank concept developed by the French firm Atelier de Construction de ARL. Fuck it. In the late 1930s. I just can't fucking read today. I mean, it's not my language, so I get it. It's pronounced very weird. It's spelled weird. Okay, so the FCM1 super heavy tank mock-up 1939. Although 12 tanks were ordered in 1940, the project was canceled after the fall of France, and only a full-scale wooden mock-up was ever completed. A lot of these are just mock-ups. A lot of these were never used. Okay, the AMX Tractor C super heavy tank, two prototypes, 39 and 40. AMX Tractor C competed against designs from ARL and FCM, with the FCM F1 later being chosen for production over the AMX design. This one looks nice. Like, I don't know why they didn't use this. Okay, this is a top secret. AMX Tractor D. Fictional super heavy tank though. Wow. AMX Tractor D is a fictional French super heavy tank that appears in the video game World of Tanks. A beefed up version of the AMX Tractor CU project. It's a very beefed up tank. It's a turd in the back too. It look weird. It looks like it's only faced to one side. What the fuck is this? It's a very large tank. It's a very large tank. AMX Canard. Super heavy tank. Fictional super heavy tank. Top secret. Is a fictional French main battle tank concept. It is notable for its tall, spacious, vaulted turret with a sharply sloped forehead roof armor. Okay, that's the biggest tank. Oh, that's a big ass tank. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't realize it was that big. Now that one joint in this row, wow, the big tractor looking one. Where the guns? Oh, it's over. Yeah. Shout out amazingviz as usual. Yeah, a lot of these tanks were just either fictional or just design prototypes. But I get it though. Like, it's what it is. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe below. It's your boy Black Finesse. We're out.